You've seen it, right? Every single year, people line up for blocks, sometimes for days, just to get the newest iPhone. But what if I told you they're not just lining up for what's new, but for what's missing? Yeah, that's the real story we're going to unpack here.
You see, that little phrase, out of stock, it's not just an inventory update. Nope. It's one of the most powerful billion-dollar psychological weapons a marketer can have. And in this explainer, we're going to show you exactly how brands fake scarcity, how it literally hacks your brain, and how the best in the world use it to make a ton of money. And believe me, the stakes are sky high. Just look at the iPhone 15 launch. All that hype, the rumors of shortages, it helped them pull in a mind-blowing $39 billion in sales in just 10 days. That doesn't happen by accident. It's a very, very carefully designed strategy. All right, so let's pull back the curtain on this whole sold-out illusion. You see it everywhere, right? Hurry, offer ends soon, or only 3 left. Well, here's the kicker. It's estimated that something like 90% of the time, the scarcity you're seeing online isn't real at all. It's completely manufactured. And this is a really important distinction to make. See, real scarcity is when there's a genuine supply problem. A factory can't keep up, or a material is super rare. But fake scarcity, oh, that's a strategy problem. It's a company making a conscious choice not to meet demand. Supreme is the absolute master of this. They'll drop a few hundred t-shirts and make millions. It's not because they can't make more. Of course they can. It's because they won't. Their entire business model is built on this powerful illusion of rarity. So why does this work so well on us? Well, it all comes down to a little bit of brain hacking. These tactics are built to trigger your brain's fear of missing out, FOMO. And that creates this powerful sense of urgency that's almost impossible to ignore. Okay, so the key thing to understand is this mental shortcut called the scarcity bias. It's basically hardwired into our brains from our caveman days. We automatically think things that are rare are more valuable than things that are everywhere. So if something's hard to get, our brain just assumes it must be better. And the data on this is just insane. Research from the CXL Institute shows that when you just create the perception of scarcity, conversion rates can jump by an incredible 226%. Think about that. That's more than doubling your sales just by making something seem harder to get. And that's because scarcity is like a direct line to our FOMO. And according to Nielsen, that fear of missing out is responsible for a 68% increase in impulse buys. The second you see out of stock, your logical brain just kind of takes a vacation, and your emotional brain starts screaming, buy it now before it's gone forever. Let's be real for a second. Think about it. Have you ever been scrolling on a website, you see that little message, only 2 left in stock, and you feel that jolt, that sudden urge to just click buy now? Come on, we've all been there. It's a powerful reflex. Okay, so now we get the psychology. Let's break down the actual playbook marketers use to create this feeling. But, as you're about to see, using these tactics can come with some pretty serious hidden costs if you're not careful. The playbook is actually pretty straightforward. First, you've got your limited edition drops. That's scarcity based on quantity. Then you've got those countdown timers that are always ticking away. That's scarcity based on time. And then you have a mix of both, like waitlists and invite-only access. That creates exclusivity, limiting who can buy and when. Think about how Clubhouse or early Gmail got started. And honestly, the results are undeniable. A HubSpot study found that just adding some text that creates scarcity and urgency to a web page can boost conversions by a staggering 332%. I mean, that's not just a good month. That can literally change a business overnight. But this is where the strategy becomes a double-edged sword. This quote really says it all. While scarcity is amazing for creating that short-term desire, it's honesty that builds the long-term trust you need to actually last. And I'm not just talking hypothetically. If you overuse these tricks, you can seriously damage your brand. Shopify data showed that overusing limited stock messages actually tanked long-term customer retention by a massive 41%. People get tired of the games, they lose trust, and that short-term win becomes a huge long-term loss. So, does this mean scarcity is just evil? Not at all. The secret is to flip the script and use these powerful psychological tools ethically. Let's look at how you can do that. There's a much smarter way to play this game. Instead of faking low stock, why not offer a limited time bonus? The main product is always there, but the extra goodie isn't. Or you can use a batch production model, where limited runs are just a natural, honest part of how you do things. Or you could tie scarcity to real-world things like a holiday or a seasonal collection. It gives it a genuine reason to exist.
And when you do it this way, the benefits are huge. A Kantar report found that brands using ethical scarcity see a 28% jump in customer trust and, get this, a 32% increase in the lifetime value of those customers. You're building a real fan base, not just tricking someone into a quick sale.
So I think this is the big takeaway. When you use it the right way, scarcity stops being manipulation and starts being narrative control. It's about shaping the story around your product, managing how people see it, and ultimately making them pay attention.
So, the next time you see that only 2 left banner or feel that rush to grab a limited edition anything, just pause for a second and ask yourself, are they really out of stock or are they just outsmarting me?